What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic Friday. Not only is it the weekend, but we've got some birds, baby. So, Eagles football tonight. Yes, I know it's just preseason, but 13 days away from defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles football returning. Let's effing go. I cannot wait. So, tonight, we need to look out for these depth positions, these battles we've been talking about throughout camp, and they will come to a head here tonight. Last chance to show it on the actual game field. You got practice, sure, and stuff, but Tuesday's the cutdowns. So get out there, do your damn thing, and we're going to talk about those positions and everything else you need to know for this game right here, right now on the pregame show. So I appreciate you taking the time, hitting that like button, sharing, subscribing, all the things you sickos do to support the channel. Cannot thank you enough. You have any questions, anything, a player you're looking for, a prediction, whatever's on your mind, I'd love to hear from you. We are live, so we're going to rock and roll. And yes, we did sign someone. I'm obviously just getting home from work, so I got to shower, try to make it in time to go watch a game with my pop. Not going to have time to put this together tomorrow. We will talk about Jeremy Robinson, the new edge that we signed, undrafted free agent out of Kansas. And obviously the roster spot was opened up by placing Johnny Wilson on that season-ending IR. Now, that blows. We're going to talk about that a little bit more here in a second. But I was unable to put Jeremy Robinson on this battle part. So just keep that in mind. But we'll talk about him here in a second. And I will make a breakdown getting you every piece of information you need to know to learn about the new player here. So appreciate you all in the chat here starting us off. Let's effing go, birds. Luffy, David, Joe, my man. Let's go. We got the party started up in here. That's what I like to see. So, yes, he should be playing. And we're going to get right into all this stuff. Daisha, my man, let's effing go. China in here. Let's effing go, birds. We got you sickos getting the juju up, getting the good vibes going. That's what I'm talking about. What a day it was. Started off nice. Then it was hot as hell. Then I smashed into a machine with the truck. That was awesome. A lot of great stuff going on today. So I could not wait for this moment to just be talking about Eagles football. Literally all I had on my mind all day because, it's going to be a late day today. I'm like, I don't give a whatever we got to do. And then the tire track ended up falling off, the one Bobcat, and they're like, yeah, we're going to have to wrap it up. So I'm trying to fly around, and I just smack right into the one groundhog. And I was like, it's fine, but it's been one of those days. So I need me some birds. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. So let's jump into these battles here. Tim, my man, tuning in. Cannot wait to get into this game, my man. Hope you are doing well. Appreciate you taking the time here. But let me jump right into this and start off. And this time, instead of just showing you all the battles, I'm going to show you how I have my depth chart. And then we're going to talk about the positions and where I actually see there being a battle rather than just, everybody's in a battle. Clearly, Jalen Hurts. Clearly, Tanner McKee not in a battle. Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown. We understand those things. So we're going to talk about the actual battles here on offense. You can see the color-coded key there for all of the undrafted free agents, the rookie draft picks, the free agents, the trade pieces, the undrafted free agents. I already said that. The reserve future signings. So you can see the color code down there, why these players are different colors. If they're in white, they were already on the roster last year. Self-explanatory. But let's jump right into this. You can tell me how you feel about this depth chart as of right now. Let's start it off with the quarterback. Now, obviously, Tanner McKee is number 2. But beyond that, what the Kyle McCord, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, a big hot plate of ass last week. So we're looking for a little something here. Now, I told you before training camp started, I think Kyle McCord locks up this QB3 spot. I feel a little bit more confident after last week. DTR, and we talk about that. He's fun to watch in college, but does that translate to the NFL? So that is why he's one of those back-end guys on the roster here, and I don't think he makes it. But, hey, maybe he can make the practice squad. But, again, remember, the Eagles could be signing Joe Garrison III off the streets here, on Tuesday. Well, Wednesday after the waivers. You get it. But, yeah, so we'll see what happens with the quarterback position. But, hey, tonight, McCord, DTR, time to shine, man. Show one of you has something. Prove that you are that QB3. Let me know how you feel about that position, who you see winning that job. But for me, I got McCord taking that QB3 spot. Now, running back, I kind of feel like A.J. Dillon is that running back 3. I think that is kind of settled. You've heard me all offseason. There was no competition for RB2. That was Will Shipley. I think that's been kind of proven. So we're going to talk about the guys, and they're all new to the team here. Dillon, and then you've got the free agent signing, Keelan Robinson, and 2 undrafted free agent kids in Montreal Johnson and Shun Derek Powell here. So, look, I want to see some from Montreal Johnson. I've talked about him all offseason. And look, not to say I don't want to see Powell Robinson what they've got, but I want to see if he can push A.J. Dillon, and he's got one last chance to prove it. Maybe he can blow up in this game. Who knows? But A.J. Dillon, I'm not even sure you see much of him. You know what you've got out of him, and I think he will be the RB3. Maybe it's just one of these other guys showing that, hey, we need to keep 4. We'll see what goes down, but let me know how you feel about this running back position. Now, the next one that we're about to get into clearly is the wide receiver. But let me show you the updated depth chart for the injuries, unfortunately. So we added another name, and we know that Johnny Wilson, his was season ending. Nakobe Dean on the PUP list can come off at any time. If he doesn't before the season starts, he will have to miss the first 4 weeks. So those are the guys that are injured. And, I mean, it's pretty clear who the top 3 are. Now, Johnny Wilson I had as wide receiver 4. He is not making this squad as, you know, on the active roster. He will be on IR for the rest of the year. So that opens up 2 spots, maybe 3. So John Mechie III just traded for. We talked about him the other day. Big fan of this move. Even bigger fan now that Johnny Wilson is out for the season. So you get your wide receiver 4, Anaya Smith, your wide receiver 5. And now who wants to be that 6th possibly? Now, to be honest, it could be the 5. You could be saying, shit, you know, I don't want to keep Mechie, Smith, and Cooper. They're all of the smaller variety. Smith and, you know, way smaller than those other guys. But you get what I'm saying, more slot-oriented, although Mechie can play both in and out. Cooper can. Nice Smith, I hope, can develop into that. You've got guys like Terrace Marshall, though. Elijah Cooks, who's been banged up. Avery Williams, Taylor Morin, Ife Adeyi there. So going to have some competition here tonight. Can't wait to see Mechie. But just remember, John Mechie has only had a couple of days in this playbook. So if he, you know, runs a wrong route or something happens, he doesn't have a 100-yard game, you know, we don't need to cut him. He's not the worst player ever. Don't listen to the media. Let's just keep in mind the context of what's going down for John Mechie here. But very excited for him. And I think, you know, an integral part as that wide receiver 4. Only a few snaps a game, but we're going to need you. And God forbid, you know, it's football. People get hurt. You know, you might need someone. So going to be intriguing to see if maybe a guy like Elijah Cooks, you know, with all that height he's got, can push for a roster spot now that Johnny Wilson's out. Maybe they're looking for that bigger bodied guy. We'll see. Maybe the Terrace Marshall, you know. So going to be fun to watch what happens at receiver. And at tight end, you know, you got rid of one of your tight ends Bryant there, Harrison Bryant. And I thought that was a great move. Loved it. And, you know, Granson here is proving that he is the tight end 3. But I don't even know if we keep 3. Maybe these guys are just, you know, your practice squad. Who can we get onto the practice squad? So Jenkins, Latu, Muse. And I do like Jenkins' game as well. So maybe he comes out here and shows, hey, I was on the roster for a reason last year. Keep me here. It should be fun to watch what goes down with those skill positions. So we're going to look at the offensive line in a second here, but I see the comments are blowing up here. So let me jump over here real quick and see what's happening. Herschel, I know, I'm checking. He's telling me to check the comments, and that is what I'm trying to do right now, Herschel. That is what I'm trying to do. But let me jump over here. CEO Chippy. Yeah, I don't know CEO, but maybe one day here. CEO of On the Road to Victory. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys my fantasy draft name the other day. I got Bijan Robinson with my pick. I had the second pick. Bijan the Road to Victory is my name. So creative with things, I know. China, you are too kind, way too kind. And a big shout out to China. If you guys missed it, finally graduated and we got ourselves, not becoming Nurse China, but Nurse China herself. So we're all proud of you, love it, and cannot thank you enough for all of the support from all of you in China. You just tuning in. We missed you. We talked about you. last week I was saying, and I know that these videos, especially with my work schedule, how things are, it's crazy. But I know you guys are busy. I know, especially some of you, trying to become, going to school, doing all these things to find your career. And that's awesome. Don't ever feel like I miss you sometimes. And I want you to know I'm always thinking about you guys. Every single one of you. I love you. And it's an exciting time. We're 13 days away. So glad that everybody's coming back. And I get it. We all need a break. You know me, I'm 24/7, 365. But I understand the world and the chaos of it. But I hope you're doing well. And I really can't thank you enough. And all of you hitting that like and subscribe. Any support is great support, man. I cannot thank you guys enough for that. So thank you. Let's effing go, indeed. I really appreciate that. This game is cornerback 2 and Ty Robinson. Probably won't see much of Ty Robinson. What is going on there? Love sharing. Love to see it. Liz in the building. Now we're talking. Let's effing go, birds, you sickos. Now we've got the gang showing up. And yeah, we've got a few missing here. Some of you daily listeners, shall I say. Drew, my man. Nina's out there, and a lot of you. I mean, there's a million of you I can name off right now. You guys are awesome, and I love each and every one of you. Very unfortunate. You guys know I'm a big fan of Johnny, and that sucks. Field and injury potential. Don't believe they're changing after the World Cup. Shiny coat. Yeah, you never want to get injured, man. Always a possibility in NFL. Had a good couple of weeks this summer. Yeah, it sucks. Him and Cooks got banged up like I was talking about there. So we'll see what goes down, but they've got an opportunity right here to prove, hey, I deserve to be on this roster. So we'll see if they do that. Let's see if my computer wants to put up this comment. Yo, what's going on, my man? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you tuning in. I can't even see what the hell your guys' profile pictures are. Fantasy name is iconic, right? Right? I thought so too. It fit all too well. I was like, oh shit. And I'm not going to. I took Bijan, but number one was Jamar Chase. Just telling you who I passed on, but I don't know what it is. If I draft you, your ass is getting hurt. And I took one for the team for you guys. I literally sat there till the last second. I was like, because I had him. I had Saquon, and it was really after I didn't take him, I was like, what the fuck did you just do? But that way I don't have to watch the Eagles game and be like, hey, get a touchdown. I literally have one Eagles player, and it's one of my defensive players, Zach Bond. Not a bad addition there. That's really unfortunate, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Really hate that. Really, really hate that. Just had a buddy of mine lose a dog, and man, it really tore me up. Got home and was just cuddling up with Herschel. That's really unfortunate, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. But like you said at the end there, you got those 16 great years. Remember those times. Remember the good times. And I know that's so cliche. It's stupid. Like while you're hurting, I don't want you to think that I'm not acknowledging your pain, because that sucks, dude. And it really, really, really does. Like I know the pain, and I want you to know I'm just trying to give you something positive, because what else can we do in these times? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And we all know, Tiffany, still here for you. I hope you're doing well. And this is a place for me, right? When I've lost people, when I've almost lost myself. Eagles are my escape. And you guys are sickos just like me. We'll take the pain of the Eagles all day, every day, because we love them. And that's what I love about you guys. You come here, you bring it all. And that's what I'm all about. Probably not, but I'm hoping either way. How are you going to bring him the check? Too. Yeah, Ty Robinson's just too good, man. I don't think he really needs to show anything. If you see anything, maybe a few snaps here. But, yeah, we're all very, very, very proud of you, for sure. Samuel, my man, let's effing go. Appreciate you tuning in, dude. Let me jump over here. We'll get back to the comments. I just saw there was like 20-something. I was like, I better jump over here. But let's take a look here at the old offensive line. Then we'll get into the defense here quickly. We're going to come back to some of the comments and questions you guys made about the defense. So you can see a tackle here. I have Kendall Lamb winning that swing tackle job. Matt Pryor can provide some depth. I thought Hinton, Cameron Williams all looked horrendous. Darian Kennard provides some versatility. So we're going to see how these linemen hold up today. But I'm definitely intrigued. I'm going to be watching them all like a hawk. I want to see more Holland Pierce, though. That guy's a giant. But I'm hopeful he can make the practice squad. We shall see. Now, up next, we're looking at guard. And if Dickerson misses that first week, well, we're going to need somebody to start. Now, they have Toth doing that. They just had Darian Kennard the other day, I think, doing it too. Look, I hope it's not Brett Toth. Brett Toth, whatever. I like Brett Toth. Great journeyman, great story. Hell yeah. But Matt Pryor, where you been? What are you doing? He keeps, every time I see him, making a mistake. Something's good. I don't like that. Hopeful that he would make the team, push Tyler Steen. Didn't do that. So maybe he can push Brett Toth and Kenyon Green and Darian Kennard. Holy. But, yeah, time to step it up tonight. Want to see these offensive linemen doing something, not getting put on their ass for getting penalties. And then at the center position, who's going to be that depth piece behind Cam Jurgens? And I think that's Drew Kendall because he's shown he can play guard, he can play center. And Toth is here too. Maybe he makes the squad because his versatility to play center, guard, tackle, all 5 positions. Let's go. But Trevor Keegan is over here too, a draft pick last year. The versatility there. They've been trying him at center. We'll see what goes down. But Drew Kendall for me is the backup center. Very excited about his future. Now let's get into this defense. I know you're all dying to talk about. I know I am too. So here is my depth chart, how I have things right here, right now. And, things can change. That's great. You can see the D-line, how I have it. You can see the linebackers, the corners, the safeties, and we'll get a little more into it as I go here. But let's start it off with those interior defensive linemen. So the battle for 4 and 5, maybe 6. And I've talked about this extensively. I think Moro Ojomo is being slept on. Now, I think people have finally figured out who he is, but yeah, he's number 3. I'm just going to keep saying that. Ty Robinson is number 4. He is part of this future, but maybe you let him dabble a little bit. I like to see some of these rookies getting their feet a little wet. So not always going to just bench these rookies just because they've made a roster spot. So to go back to what was said about Ty Robinson, if you watch the show, you know I'm a huge fan of the Vanilla Gorilla. Could not believe when we drafted him. Oh, my God, his future is bright. But I don't think you need to see much out of him tonight. Gabe Hall, Byron Young, that's who we need to see. And Sykes and Evans and Rogers all going to be pushing, for a 5th, possibly 6th spot here. And you know how I feel. Gabe Hall, in case you don't, Gabe Hall, one of my last year's 7th round undrafted fits, got him as an undrafted fit. Well, undrafted signing. Obviously, I had him as a fit. You get it. But Gabe Hall, very excited for his future. Byron Young, though, added last year. He's got talent. Just got to unlock it. We'll see. He's been banged up a lot, so should be fun to watch. And then going on the edge here of the defensive line, our edge defenders. So your defensive end / outside linebacker edge guys. So to me, Nolan Smith, Jalen Hunt are the starters. 3 and 4 are Uche and Ojulari. It's just kind of more so who wants to be 3, who wants to be 4, who wants to be 5. Maybe a 6 here. So I'm going to need to see something, but I think they make the squad. So maybe you don't because they're veterans. I think you should see something out of them because you got Patrick Johnson, O'Shawn Mathis, Okoronkwo, Powell Ryland, and we just added Jeremy Robinson there. So I don't think that you see too much of Uche and Ojulari, but we'll find out. And I'm looking forward to see them prove that they should be this rotation. I love the rotation of Smith, Hunt, Uche, and Ojulari. We'll see who 5 and 6 could be. A lot to look at the edge position. Then a linebacker. In my opinion, Jihad Campbell has this thing locked down. And Trotter Jr. has been giving him a run for his money, so that's great. I love that. But I don't know that you really need to play Campbell. I think that he is somebody that has proven what he can do. Has some injury history, though, so maybe we kind of take it easy with some of these starters. So I don't know, like with Ty Robinson, he is a rookie though. So we want to get him, knock some rust off, get him up to NFL speed, right? All that stuff. So maybe we see a little, but I wouldn't play him. I think he is the starter there with Zach Bond, but Trotter, Munden, Gant, Dixon, Campbell, all going to get a chance to compete. Chance Campbell, the newest addition this week. If you miss any of these videos, go check them out with the new players. But yeah, that is the linebacker competition. You can let me know how you feel about the D-line, the linebackers. We're going to jump right into the secondary now. And for me, cornerback 2, we've talked about it all offseason. I did not feel comfortable with Kaylee Ringo, and I do not like Adoree Jackson. You heard me all damn offseason. Everybody telling me, Kaylee Ringo, he's a lock. Kid's an all-pro. Adoree Jackson, he's somehow good now. I didn't believe you. And I think you're all starting to see why. So, yeah, we traded for Ja'Cory Bennett. We all know he was one of my top fits a couple of years ago before the draft out of Maryland. Ja'Cory Bennett is a fun player, but got banged up, had an injury, so a little scary. Raiders, new coaches, new regime. That's great. He was expendable. We found a way to get rid of Thomas Booker, who wasn't going to make this squad, and get a starting caliber corner. Now, everybody's sleeping on him. Oh, he sucks. I saw one preseason game after he had a week with the playbook. Oh, guy's a bust. He sucks. Everybody sucks. Howie Roseman sucks. Jalen Hurts sucks. Remember, I know how the media rolls and convinces everyone of that stuff. But to me, I believe in actually understanding real football and watching it. So, you got to have time to develop, but you really got to have time if you're just traded to a team a week before. Let's give this kid a chance. I think, to me, he should be the starter over here eventually. I just don't know that he has learned the playbook enough that in 13 days you feel comfortable. I hope so, because it's not Caleb Ringo. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Dory Jackson is probably the guy if it's not Ja'Cory Bennett, and that scares the living shit out of me. Mac McWilliams, love the kid, but he is a rookie, so give him some time to develop. I don't know if we want to put him outside. Right now we're putting Cooper DeJean outside. So that kind of opens things up. We know Q Mitch and Coop got it locked, but where do they have it locked? Coop will be playing safety and base, and then outside corner. I don't know. A lot to question here. But Ricks, Woods, Nickerson, Castro Fields, Brandon Johnson all have a chance to compete here and try to show they could be 4, 5, 6. I mean, we need to know 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, all of it. So maybe we keep 5 of them, 6, maybe 4. I don't know. But remember, as I've said continuously, if the Eagles don't feel comfortable after this last preseason game, they can definitely sign a Stephon Gilmore. They can go try to trade for somebody else. We've got $30 million in cap space. We got money. We're fine. We do whatever the hell we want. But I'm hopeful that it's Ja'Cory Bennett. I think that he's got the skill set to be that guy. So, hey, let's stay patient, see what happens. And I don't know that tonight that gets answered, but I'd like to see a little something there. Let me know how you feel about cornerback position and what you would do there. Now, at safety, this is a tough one. I love Drew Makuba. Got banged up. That sucks. But I think he's proven he is the future. But Sidney Brown is part of this future, too. And we talk about the versatility of these defensive backs that can play those multiple roles. And there's a lot of them, not just Cooper DeJean. So Sidney Brown, I think he is the starter next to Reed Blankenship. But hey, maybe something happens here where, I don't know. But I think Makuba, with his injuries and everything, he was late to get with the injuries. He missed a lot of time. I think we should stay more patient with him. Let him kind of, develop and work his way into that starting role. I think Sidney Brown should be the starter. So maybe we don't get to see much of those two. But McCollum, Seen, Sam, Hook, one of these guys coming out showing they deserve to be that 3, 4, part of the special teams unit, whatever it may be. But that is the defense. And we'll finish her off with the special teams. Here's the depth chart. And obviously no more competition at long snapper. Kicker and punter are set. The return men, that's what we need to know here. And I've just got Smith and Williams plugged in there with my depth chart, but that's not how it's going to be. Only one of those guys is going to make it if they both make it, or one of them even makes it. So you see here's all the players we've been using. And you can see Smith, Shipley, DeJean, Dotson. I don't want to see Shipley, DeJean, or Dotson. Maybe Shipley, but no. Then beyond that, you've got all these new players and Dillon and Jackson and Avery Williams, and then these undrafted Johnson, Powell, Robinson, Mac McWilliams, the draft pick, Taylor Morin, Day, and then new addition John Mechie. They're trying. The guy's never returned, but they're going to give him a shot back there. Whatever, dude. Get the ball in his hands. The kid doesn't have that blazing speed. We talk about it. I think he's just more of like, in my opinion, he's a great receiver, like a great route runner. He's got good hands. Just doesn't have that speed. And, a lot of people think this is Madden or something, and everybody has to have 4.3 speed. If it was just that, all these people with 4.3 speed would be in the NFL. But they don't make it because they don't have all those other intangibles you really need to be, in the NFL. So we'll find out who wants to bring it to the table tonight, whether that be in the return game, on their respective offense or defense or whatever it may be. So we'll find out tonight, but let me know how you guys are feeling. Try to show you every position, all the stuff going on. You let me know how you guys feel here. Let me check your real one. Okay. Hey, man, I'll take first place all day, every day. Appreciate that, my man. Hope you are doing well this week. Hope you're ready for this season to come. Because I'll tell you what, man, I've been getting my ass kicked, but I'm finding that like second spurt, just like, let's go. I've been working on graphics, getting ready for the regular season. Just my brain's going to explode. But I'm pumped up, man. I'm pumped up. I have not liked Keegan at center. Not been a fan of that at all. Huge fan of Drew Kendall, though. You guys saw before the draft was one of my pre-draft fits for the Eagles. I think the Drew Kendall, bright future here, and I think he already solidified that. But we'll find out. And yeah, I'd like to see everybody play well, but the edge rushers, it'd be cool if somebody would show out here. Thank you for that. Appreciate your kind words. Go effing birds. Yo, JC, hope you are having a great Friday. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. Bob, my man, let's go. We just went through offense, defense, special teams, talking about all of these battles here, letting you know my thoughts. You guys pretty much know all my thoughts. I always, I'm pretty vocal about what I think, clearly. But you guys, whatever you got on your mind, I want to hear from you. How are you feeling about this team in their depth positions, the battles, whatever it is? And thank you for checking in, my friend. Hope you're doing well, Don. Hope you had a great week. It's Friday, and there's football. All right, I feel like I'm in high school again. Let's effing go, baby. But, dude, well, I just want to know if any of those others that are tied with me had 6 years in a row of predicting who we were going to draft. Just need to know if they know how to do the cap or if they know anything about the defense. No. All love to everyone else out there. Everyone has their own thing. I know everybody else likes to stick to, the fake news and the misinformation. I know I'm the guy that you guys come to for the real news and the actual information. So nothing but love for everyone else out there. I like to stay in my lane, though, and just stick to the facts. So until anyone else can be out there doing it, I'll be the Lone Ranger. But I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you guys keeping me in your top 20. Either way, I cannot thank you enough. He better be playing today. He needs to prove something. Yes, he was. He started for the Titans, the Giants. He was starting for us there. So, yeah, he's been starting for a while. Asante Samuel, not really good and coming back from an injury right now. So I don't know if adding a bad player is really going to help us out much. I would go more for like a starting caliber player, but we'll see what the Eagles decide to do. I don't think they're going to do that. Yes, we will. We sure will. I'm very excited. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. And, we've talked about it over and over again. This team is the best team in the NFL. And I know I've been saying it since the last year before the season started, but I meant it. When I told you we would win the Super Bowl and I was putting all my money on it, and I did. That's what I meant. And when I told you they were building a dynasty, that we weren't just going to be a one-trick pony that won last year, I meant what I said. And when I mapped out exactly how we were going to do that again this offseason by showing you who we would draft, who we were going to sign, how the cap worked, and everything else under the sun, it's because I meant it. And now all the Eagles had to do, stay healthy and continue to stay on that track we've talked about. And I think the sky is the limit where you see back-to-back, and then next year, we're really talking about that dynasty. Like, it's coming. Just like I sat here confidently at the same exact time last year, everyone was talking shit to me about Vic Fangio and everybody else, and Jalen Hurts sucks. Actually, ask yourself that. All your favorite content creators, if you want to rank them, just ask. It doesn't matter. I was the only content creator that supported Jalen Hurts. So that makes me feel pretty good. So if we're making a Jalen Hurts ranking, I'm one and only. So I always felt good about that. Being the leader of the Jalen Hurts nation to guide through the darkness, that light just shining. It was so hard for years. Obviously, got a lot of hate for that. But you know me, man. I stick to my guns. I'm just not big for, all the shit everybody makes up. And I know all the other content creators are into that. And that's cool, man. Hell yeah. But I like being here in reality. There's so much misinformation and dumb shit in this world. I need a little truth here. So that's why I made my own channel. Could not deal with all the dumb shit out there. So for those of you that like it, I cannot thank you enough. And I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I get it. I do. Diehards are not for everyone. Bleeding green is just not for everyone. I get it. Those closet fans, the new fans, I just don't do well with them because I'm not big on that stuff. I'm not big on being a Cowboys type fan. I bleed green, man. It means more to me than just, football. So I'm out for Bruce for the game. Take care. Yo, man. Be safe, drive safe, have yourself a fantastic night. Oh, shit, speaking of that, I need to see if I need to pick up pizza here. Thank you for reminding me of that. But, yeah, I better get rolling here. I love each and every one of you. Yeah, oh, my God, Liz. How awesome is it, these narratives they try to create? It is so just, it's crazy. And you guys know when I was on my Jalen Hurts rampage trying to get everyone to just like the guy first and foremost, it was always, oh, they can't run. And then he'd run, well, they can't pass. Well, they can't. And it's just moving goalposts. And well, Nick Sirianni can't. Well, he can't draft. Well, it's always this negative, dumb shit. They just don't know what they're talking about. So, like I say, no hate for anybody else out there, creating content. Awesome. I'm just not big on the whole. They give up on the Eagles, make funeral videos for the Eagles when we lose. Everybody sucks. Trade everyone. That shit's weird, man. I grew up differently. I love my Birds. Win, lose, or tie, I bleed green until I die. I get excited for preseason games. That's who I am. I get excited for fucking practice squad signings. I don't give a damn, baby. I bleed green. And I know you do too. So that's what it's all about. Yo, my man. Hey, Mark, I was just piecing out myself, actually. So I appreciate you taking the time tuning in. You have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. And we'll tune in this weekend, baby, because we got a projection coming. Oh, that's right. The 53-man roster projection is coming your way. So we're going to break this game down post-game. We're going to talk about what happened when I get home tonight around 11-ish. I'm going to try to get home. Just remember, I got to drive. So it's going to be like 20 minutes, half hour after the game. But I will be here. No matter how late it is, we'll be talking Birds. So I hope to see you all there. But look, I think just remember it's preseason, but there's going to be a lot to talk about. So hope to see you then. If not, tune in tomorrow. We'll be talking about the 53 and all that great stuff. So, yeah, CJ, Slay Sweat, Milton Williams. And, yeah, man, it is too funny. It is too funny. And I told you last year all those guys were going to be gone anyway, except for CJ Gardner-Johnson. And they act surprised. Oh, let's see how he's done. And I tell you, let's just watch free agency in the draft. And then we watch, and then everybody, well, actually, they're pretty great. Yeah, we know. That's what we've been trying to tell you. But, dude, oh, man, and I appreciate that, man. And, again, I'm not trying to hate on anybody. And when I say those things, I literally am thinking of, like, a select of these people that just steal all my work and suck. There are actually good ones out there. There are cool people out there. Don't get me wrong. It drives me insane sometimes. Someone was just talking to me, actually. It was the neighbor across the street. His name Jim also. And he was just talking about people stealing his work and like how he used to work on cars and do this. And I said, I get it. I get it, bro. Watching people shine and get all these opportunities and be with players and do all these interviews because of my work. It drives me insane. But with your guys' help, we will rise to the top. Nothing's going to stop me, man. And I know with you on my side, ain't nothing going to stop us. So let's keep on flying, baby. Straight to the top. And I love you too, Tiffany. I appreciate you taking the time. And you tell your husband he can tune in anytime as well. I'm always down to talk some Birds. I love all of you guys. You get me so excited for these games. Like, I used to think I was a douche. I was a weirdo. I like preseason. I like knowing the cap. I like knowing everything about the Eagles. Like, there's no one else out there like that. Because there wasn't where I grew up. Holy, like I told you, my parents moved here. Oh, thanks. I appreciate you. Left me to grow up in this shithole while everyone else in my family knows Philly. So it's just weird. I don't talk like that. It's weird, man. But then I moved there and I'm like, this is what you guys have been holding from me? This is what unacceptable. But I grew up only knowing hatred for loving my Birds. And now, I found you and all of you sickos. It breathes life into me. I'm telling you, man. I need it. And don't get me wrong, Chelsea, Dom, Hirsch, those are my road dogs. And, I got my brother Billy, my pop. I got Taylor, my nephew. I got my brother Isaac. I've got lots of family. Trust me, my Uncle Jimmy, my cousin Justin. There are so many diehards in this family. Do not get it twisted. But, you guys are an extension I never thought I'd have. When I lost my father, I thought this board will never be filled. And with all of you combined, you are doing your damn best. And I love every second. You give me something to look forward to. I know Chelsea's probably so annoying. I literally, everything is the Eagles. No matter what I see, it's going to be, see the number 20. Oh, well, Brian Dawkins used to wear. We know what number he wore. I know that's what they're thinking. I'm a lunatic. That's okay, because you guys keep showing up anyway. But you know what I'm asking for. So give me those 2 words. And it better state your asses. Post-game, I don't give a damn how late it is. It's the weekend, baby. So it's time to party. You know what's coming. I want to see it. I want to hear it. I want to look at those words, read them. But I can feel them. I want them to be palpable. That's right. I want to feel it, baby. Deep down in my plums. Dude. I love you, Mark. Appreciate you. I'm right here in central Pennsylvania, in shithole Lewisburg is where I was born. Grew up in a town called Mifflinburg, and now I live in a place called Northumberland. Now, in between those times, I've lived in Philly, I've lived in Brooklyn, I've lived in Florida, but we all know where the heart lies. Now, my family's from Philly. Now, if you ask them, they were doing the right thing by getting me, out of the craziness of the city. But that was years and years ago. Obviously, I'm Old Man River now, but it's Philly through and through. I still have a lot of, my brother lives in Philly. He literally graduated and moved right back to Philly, dude. He was like, fuck this. What did you guys do to me? So that's the one with the season tickets. We are true diehards, man. My pop used to work at Connie Mack Stadium. I wanted to get him on. We're fucking getting him on. I'm getting him on before that fucking Cowboys game. I will get him on. So he was telling me something. What was it? Bucko Kilroy got inducted in the Hall of Fame. He was like, oh, that's crazy, old Bucko. He's like, you see, he's like, now he used to work for Pepsi, and he would deliver into the soda machines into the stadium. He always gets to talk to these players. He always talks about all of his favorites, Carmichael and Tommy McDonald, and just list goes on and on and on. But he talked about Bucko, and he was saying, I think it was his mom, or maybe it was either his mom or his aunt, was friends with Bucko Kilroy's wife. So they would always hang out and stuff. And he would always see Bucko Kilroy at these events. And I was like, I don't even know who that is, dude. That's so old. I know of him, but I didn't grow up watching him, dude. But it's just he has so many awesome, cool stories, man. Dude, good stuff, man. But that's how we're 4 for 4, dude. When I was born, there wasn't even, you know what I mean? I came out bleeding green, dude. That you guys know how it goes. But yeah, you're the best, and I love each and every one of you. I gotta get rolling though. I love you guys, I do. But if you need anything, you can always reach out. I will be back for that post-game show, but it doesn't have to be about the birds. Reach on out. If you guys got anything from this video, hit that like button, subscribe, share. Everything you do, I cannot thank you. Again, thank you so much for the super chat, China. Congrats to you again. All of you that are going through stuff, don't ever feel like you're alone. I am right here for you. I know we like to do that to ourselves, wallow in our misery. I'm speaking from experience, but don't do it. I'm here for you, a true sicko, and I love each and every one of you. Now let's go enjoy ourselves some Eagles football. Doesn't matter about the win. Remember, we're looking for the battles, and we're going to talk about those battles after this game. And until then, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, say it with me, sickos. Go Birds!